Hey guys, it's Pedro here and welcome back to another video. So in today's video I wanted to discuss something that a lot of people within the trading community have been talking about, which is why have a lot of items been getting suddenly like so many big overpays. Items like the Silver Roblox Music Video Award, which at the beginning of May was getting like up to 5,000 overpay at maximum, and nowadays it is getting like over 200,000 overpay easily. Or maybe, I don't know, the bombastic Clockwork Shades at the very beginning of May was getting up to like 30,000 overpay at the very maximum, and now at the end of May it is getting up to, once again, 200,000 overpay very easily. You know, there are a lot of other examples which I'm going to highlight in this very video, but right now just keep those two in mind as a little bit of an example. And a lot of people have been speculating why this has been happening. You know, a lot of items suddenly getting like 200,000, 300, 400,000 overpay out of the blue, like seemingly overnight. And I have collected a few reasons in this video. And this first reason, which is the one that I think the most people actually believe in, fake proofs and that we are in a proof-based economy. Let's say the Silver Roblox Music Video Award. If I recall correctly, please do not quote me on this, but I think that this item got a fake proof not even like 1 or 2 weeks ago. I believe it was this proof right here, which was posted on May 11th of 2025, of course. And you know, this proof, once again, I have absolutely no idea if it is real or not, but all I know is that this very proof actually started the hype behind Silver Roblox Music Video Award. The problem is that, you know, after this fake proof is posted, a lot of people are going to think that this proof is real, and they themselves are going to want to overpay the same amount or even higher for this item. For, you guessed it, the fear of missing out, ladies and gentlemen. So a lot of people see that a random item got a 200,000 overpay, and they think tomorrow it is going to get like, I don't know, 400,000 overpay. Tomorrow they might get 400,000 offered. Nobody knows anymore. And you know, once again, as I said, we are in a proof-based economy. All it takes is a singular proof for an entire hype chain to start. You see, John here, he posted this proof, which was a 40,000 overpay on May 5th. As you can see, any proof before that was like 1,000 overpay, like a 10,000 overpay, something like that. And then 2 days after that, we saw a 122,000 overpay. And on the very same day, just a few hours afterwards, we see a 162,000 overpay. So, you know, one singular proof of 40,000 started an entire mob. And once again, this is not exclusive to like one item or another. You know, other examples that I can get from the top of my head are like Pie Face, Bombastic Clockwork Shades, Dark Conjurer, the Winter Conjurer, any Work Clock or Clockwork Ultimate. The next reason as to why I think that this entire phenomenon may be happening, no new limiteds being released, you know? For this example, I'm going to use a few items like the classic Roblox Fedora or the Clockworks headphones. If you look at the classic Fedora, you're going to see from January 2021 up to March of 2021, this item basically doubled in value in the span of like 3 months. It went to an all-time low of 140,000, even 130,000. But then we get up to this point around May, like June of 2022, which some of you may know as the time when Roblox was releasing new limiteds. You know, it went from 290,000 down to 190,000 Robux. Since we were getting a lot of new limiteds and a lot of new stuff to invest in, there was a lot more room for the Robux to be spread. People were no longer only offering for the classic Fedora or the Silver King of the Night or the Clockworks headphones. People were offering for like the purple, blue, green Queen of the Night. People were offering for the Silver Emperor of the Night, for the Poison Horns of the Toxic Wasteland. You know, people were offering for such a huge variety of items. Now we have nothing else to overpay for. We only have these very same items, or at least that's what people thought until a while ago. Which now brings me to the last point of this video: undervalued items. And once again, this does not go to every single item. A lot of items are manipulated, a lot of items are fake hyped. Some items like the Silver Roblox Music Video Award, Grim Gold, Pixel, Pie Face, a lot of these are just fake hyped just because they look ugly, they look hideous, bro. Let's be honest, all of these items look absolutely hideous. There is no reason for people to overpay for them in an economy so aesthetically based. Anyways, what I mean by undervalued items, think of the Silver King of the Night, the classic fedora, once again the Clockworks headphones. All of these items you are probably familiar with already. If you take a look at any of their charts from 2023 up to this point, they've all had absolutely amazing runs, and at no point throughout these 2 years they actually deflated overall. But then if you take a look at items like the Clockwork Ultimates or the Work Clock Ultimates, we have a few Clockwork Ultimates here and a few Work Clock Ultimates as well that recently have been getting very hyped. You're going to see that throughout 2023 it had a little bit of a high, but then it just deflated back to 390,000 for a pair of decently good looking headphones. You cannot deny that these actually look good. But if you take a look at the chart right now, you're going to see that it has absolutely skyrocketed lately, going from like 480,000 in the beginning of 2025 for up to 1.05 million. Same like, let's say, the Wolfinite Will. You see throughout 2024, 2023 only going down and then suddenly going up. The Emerald Entropy once again as well, going from 270,000 in 2024 to now being almost a million in 2025. The Peridot Panic, which has gone from 160,000, 150,000 all the way up to 290,000. The Citrine Celebration, which, you know, once again 160, 150 and is now 300,000. And then Sudulite Satisfaction, which once again 180, 190 and now it is 400,000. And you know, I've seen a lot of people argue with me that all of these items, they are manipulated, they are fake hyped, these items are going to deflate. I do not disagree with you in the sense that they might actually deflate and very quickly, but they are never going to go back to their old value of like 160, 170 for Citrine, Peridot and Sudulite. At the very maximum, like Sudulite is going to go from like 400,000 down to 300,000 at the very maximum. Very similar demand items close to their range have skyrocketed within the past 2 years. It does make a lot of sense for these items to be going up as well. And I feel like I must make this very clear. I'm not asking you to invest in absolutely anything. If you think I'm asking you to invest in anything, then leave this video, bro. This video is not for you. And also another thing that I find a little bit funny is that, you know, I was in value contributions earlier today asking for examples of fake hyped items, and you know, Isaiah, I don't know if in a jokingly manner or not, he gave me the example of Red Roar. A random guy just DM'd him saying, stop spreading fake information. As a moderator, you should not be doing that. And then I got a DM from Booster Boy saying, just to be fully clear, no Red Roar proofs are fake. Isaiah is spreading false information. If they were fake, they would be taken down. I've already contacted the moderation panel about this, as it is unacceptable for a moderator to be spreading fake information. Why are you getting so extremely defensive about your item if nothing is wrong about it? Don't you think that this is a little bit strange on the receiver's end? If there is nothing wrong with your item, why are you getting so defensive about it? And sure, you know, you can come to my DMs and say, oh Pedro, we do not really fake hype any items or anything like that. I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I could not care less. I do not care if your item is manipulated or not. Tell that to, like, I don't know, value changers or something. I'm not a value changer. I'm a Roblox YouTuber, bro. Come on. But anyways, that was the video for today, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for watching. I really hope that you like the information that came out of this video. And if you have any other theories as to why these items are getting, like, very overinflated, please let me know down in the comments. Anyway, subscribe, do whatever you can to support me, because all the support is very appreciated. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.